What arcanists regard to be more important is the knowledge from another pathway, which is often known as gnosis. Compared with mankind's knowledge gained from reasoning, what are the features of gnosis? Sonetto.
Miss, the features of gnosis are 1. It cannot be verified by an independent third party, and 2. It is impossible to be comprehended through reasoning.
Exactly. And that's also one of the reasons that the knowledge of the study of arcanum is hard to be accepted by the academic world. The academic research is required to be open to the public and can pass the independent tests. But the unpredictability of arcanum will lead to the arcane researches to methodological agnosticism. Thus, all the trainings and the scientific stabilizing appliances that the school provided for you is to overcome the instability of your arcane skill, in order to ensure the peace and stability of the human world.
May the peace be with us.
Oh, j'ai presque été assez rapide pour répondre à cette question. Comment elle a pu être aussi rapide?
Next question. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the number of arcanists, along with the related literature, had reduced correspondingly. Who can tell us the history of that time in brief?
Miss! Miss, I know this one.
Sonetto.
As the Roman Empire declined, some arcanists were tempted by the irrational side of their nature and applied magia naturalis in warfare and disputes over interests, which irritated the church and other powers of religion. At that time, people in Europe widely considered arcanum to be the paganism that collaborates with the demons, hence the trials against arcanists. In response, arcanists struck back fiercely. However, due to their spontaneous character and the unpredictability of their whereabouts, their communication was unsuccessful during the fight. Both sides struggled in repeated battles. In the end, mankind, jointly led by both their religious and secular leaders, prevailed.
Hein? Mais c'est pas possible! C'est pas ce que m'a dit grand-père! Miss, she's wrong! I know the right answer!
All right. Give it a try, Matilda.
For what I know, it wasn't Arcanists who started the war. The attack on Constantinople was waged by lordships in Western Europe to ransack the capital for resources and the literature of Arcanum. The nursery rhyme my grandpa sang for me tells me all about it. And long ago, Arcanists weren't called by this name. They were once gifted philosophers, diviners, or doctors, until they were put on the labels of pagans, freaks, and witches, and isolated by their people. They were entirely forgotten. The next time people saw them, they had this new name, Arcanists.
Inspiring. Do you remember its name?
Grandpa never told me that.
How about the melody? Could you present several lines for the class?
Let me think. It was like, that's not it. Oh, that's weird. I can't remember it.
Ha ha! Don't remember a thing, but still feel confident enough to answer the question. Shame on you, little thing.
I was even umming the rhyme last night. It's just
Sit down, please, Matilda. Sonetto is correct. Matilda, you have just transferred here. It may take you some time to get used to our curriculum. A rhyme can be used in studying folklore, but it's still different from a formal historical intelligence.
Personne m'écoute.
Class, please turn to the last question of the test. After the Ottoman Empire seized control over Constantinople, Georgius Gemistos, a member of our Charon commune, also an arcanist and philosopher of the Roman Empire, traveled to Florence. He brought one classical literature of ancient theurgy into the city, which sparked discussion and later brought about the annual humanists' gathering, the Chaldea Conference, where the study of Arcanum was debated over its use for mankind development. Who knows the name of his work brought by Gemistos?
Miss, me.
Miss, please, I know this one. I do know.
Vertin, do you know the answer to this question? Vertin? Vertin. She is absent again.
Miss, I know the answer. It is Chaldea oracles.
Look at my back.
Just like real diamond.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Intriguing, isn't it?
Fine.
Glad to be of service, my
Wanna
lady.
watch the aerial stunts? A little trick.
Bravo!
Don't blink.
Intriguing, isn't it?
Fine.
Just as I would.
A little trick. Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
An eye for a tooth for a tooth.
A little trick.
Now, to divide the spoils, or should I say,
Goodbye, miss. I will just take another route.
Sonetto, come here. Is my book all still there? She didn't push it down, right?
She didn't.
She is nice. Unlike the bad potion instructor who turned my books into a puddle of mud. Oh, right. Guess what I found today? Here, give me your hand. Look, the foreteller of the rain, the Hyla Arborea. I caught it through the school's front gate. I even got stung by the electric fence when I took my hands back. It keeps croaking in my pocket. Look, it's still raining outside.
Aren't you aware that you've been given a timeout, Miss Vertin?
Huh?
I don't understand why you always skip classes. You know that we are not supposed to pay too much attention to affairs outside the school. Please, don't bring me these pebbles and frogs anymore. These are meaningless. We are born to die martyrs.
Why? Just because the student handbook says so?
That's right.
I don't like the handbook. It smells like those stinky socks in the attic. Sonetto, aren't you really curious about what is outside the school? You were also in that parade outside the school before. The pebbles, the frogs, the attic with stinky socks. They're just a teeny tiny part of the whole world. I once met a girl who came to our school.
Please stop. These are very dangerous things. The student handbook is protecting us. It is protecting us from harm and regrets. As the instructors have told us, to live is to lose things around us until the day we lose life itself to death. That's why we should only focus on the supreme missions.
Until the day we lose life itself. To death.
Now it's coming, my lord.
What?
Don't forget my heartbeat.
Oh!
Failed. Her dramatic segment has been reactivated. Increase the power, stabilize her psych cube. Try the next dream.
The artificial somnambulism therapy may not work on her, Mesmer.
You're here, Madam Z. All patients who have the symptoms of stress disorder need to receive treatments in the rehabilitation center. Her trauma level was assessed as a type 2. I needed to take responsibility for her health.
Back in the year when she became the timekeeper, she didn't receive any treatment. I know her well. She has enough power in her to make it through.
I'm just following orders, madam. It is the committee's direct order to treat Vertin. If you have anything to say, convince the vice president first.
She hasn't had any food for days. Gave her a glucose injection. I have a meeting later, so if you would excuse me.
I did expect you would have learned your lesson in such a long time. Timekeeper. No, I'm more used to calling you Vertin. I have changed. Have you? Are you still suffering from those pointless things?
Look at my back.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Fine.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Oh-oh.
Bravo!
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Intriguing, isn't
Fine.
it?
Oh-oh.
Just as I will.
Don't blink. Wanna watch the aerial stunts? ВДВ. Сколько побед? Don't blink.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Swallow my exhaust.
Resistance is futile. An eye for an eye.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Noble or lowly, sin
Just as I
shall be
know.
punished.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Intriguing, isn't it?
Oh-oh!
Bravo! Damn it!
A tooth for a
Glad to
tooth.
be of service, my lady. Intriguing, isn't it? Just as I would. Now, to divide the spoils. Or should I say...
Hello, this is Sonetto, the chief assistant of the Foundation's timekeeper. My employee number is SF38000000801102Y. Could you please register a visit to Ward 1525 for me?
Please present your ID. Hold that crystal with your right hand until the color changes.
Oh, okay.
What is the shape of the sun? A sphere or a cube?
A sphere.
Which is edible? Rubber, cabbage, or carbuncle?
Cabbage.
Does the rain come down from the sky or the other way around?
Can be both.
You're good to go. Take these materials with you. The visitor guide is between the second and third page. Go in from the left, turn right twice, and take the lift. Keep walking and you will see the ward.
I see. Thank you. Is there anything else I should know?
Just leave the number out next time. Will you?
Huh? The nurses seem busy here. The registration is also more rigorous than it was before. I wonder if this is because of the storm. Turn right again. But there's only one way, and it goes left. Did I miss any crossings? What's that? Maybe I'm seeing things. So, here is the junction to the right. Press every button here to buy some time. Who was that? Could be a disoriented patient, or a man spy, or... I can't get away from them. And I will not bring danger to the timekeeper. I will catch this person.
The Rehabilitation Center is established to provide effective medical services and trainings to the patients for their bodily functions to be restored. This center is managed by Laplace Scientific Computing Center. If you have any special requirements or have encountered any suspicious persons, please move to the ground floor lobby for help. If you are distant from the lobby, please press the yellow button next to the fire hose cabinets. The security on your floor will come to assist shortly.
They're here. I don't see any cabinets. That's fine.
If no help or assistance has come to you in time, you may take action to defend yourself. A free wake-up procedure will be administered on any unresponsive persons, if any.
Good. Just what I need. The sanitary trolley is parked at the next turn. I've left the biggest garbage bag on it. Who are you? Speak up! Why are you following me? Stop! You're not getting away! Whoever you are, may the peace be with us!
This trial is mine to judge.
Just like real dialogue. Intriguing, isn't it?
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Bravo!
Right wing. Oh. Gee.
Glad to be of service, my lady. Intriguing, isn't it? Sadly, these are counterfeits. Bravo!
Oh, gee.
Watch my clothes.
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Oh. Right wing. Gee.
Watch my clothes.
A tooth for a tooth.
Fine. ВДВ. Сколько побед?
Feel it, pain, and know with regret.
Don't blink. Swallow my exhaust.
Now, to divide the spoils. Or should I say,